This quilt was made in memory of my mom, and it was made by Marnie. And what happened is my mom passed away in March of last year, and I had to go through all of her things and gather them up, and I put all of her clothes, and she didn't have a lot of clothes, and I packed them all into bags with the idea that I would donate them. And I put them in the trunk of my vehicle and drove around for weeks with them in the back of my car, and I couldn't decide, or I just couldn't bring myself to take them in and donate them. So one night, in the middle of the night, I woke up at like 3 in the morning, and I suddenly thought I could get someone to make a quilt for me. And I knew that Marnie had started up this business, and I just wanted to text her right then and say, will you make a quilt for me? But I waited, and I sent her a text the next morning, and I said, could you put together a quilt with my mom's clothes? And she immediately responded yes. And so we made arrangements, and I gave them to her, and it didn't take very long at all, and she brought me this beautiful quilt. And what's so amazing about it is even though clothes are just things, they're tied to so many memories. And as soon as I saw it, the one piece that stood out to me was one that a shirt that my mom wore when we were at Sun Peaks, and it just jumped out, and I went, oh, you know, that was what she had when we all went to Sun Peaks, and do you remember this one? And our kids were there, and they're young adult kids, and they were pointing out the different pieces, and oh, remember this blouse, and remember this shirt, and remember this nightie that she wore. And it was just remarkable to have all of this captured into something so beautiful. And my mom was very important to me, and still is, and I wrap myself in her arms every time I put this around me. And our kids do the same. And they're grown up, and if they feel that they need their grandma beside them, they can pick up this quilt, and it's just their grandma wrapping her arms around them. It's remarkable. It means so much to me to have this, and I just feel like I will always have a piece of my mom with me.